Top 10 Highest Currencies in Africa, 2022. The currency of a country reveals a lot about its economy and citizens' standard of living. Importing goods becomes less expensive when the currency is strong. It also implies that it is trading at historically higher levels than previously. When a country's medium of exchange is strong, its volatility in the forex market is reduced. What is the significance of a currency's value? The value of a currency is significant because it determines the economic health of a country. This directly influences currency demand on the global market. Countries with higher currency values attract more investors. So, which currency is the strongest and most valuable in Africa, 2022? In this video, we respond to this question by presenting the top 10 most valuable currencies in Africa in 2022. If you're new to the channel, subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. Tell us where you're watching this video from in the comments section below. The top 10 most valuable currencies in Africa in 2022 are as follows. 10. Zambian kwacha. Exchange rate: $1 equals 17.20 Zambian kwacha. Zambia is a country in southern Africa, and its official currency is the kwacha. The kwacha has been Zambia's official currency since the country's independence from the United Kingdom in 1964, when it replaced the Zambian pound. Zambia is Africa's largest copper producer, which contributes to its status as one of the continent's strongest currencies. The country has an abundance of mineral resources, and because copper is the most abundant metal in the country, copper mining is widespread. 9. Egyptian pound. Exchange rate: $1 equals 15.71 Egyptian pound. Egypt has used the Egyptian pound as its official currency for nearly 200 years, and it is still in use today. Egypt is a popular African country located in the continent's northeastern region. Cairo is Africa's most economically productive city, accounting for 2/3 of the country's population and GDP. Egypt's economy is one of the oldest in the world, and the country's banking sector is one of the largest in Africa, with one of the oldest banking systems in the world. 8. Eritrean nakfa. Exchange rate: $1 equals 15.00 nakfa. Eritrea is a country in the Horn of Africa, with one of the most stable currencies in the continent. The nakfa is the official currency of the country. The main reason for Eritrea's high currency value is that, unlike most other countries, it has a fixed exchange rate. As a result, it is one of Africa's most valuable currencies. Eritrea is an agricultural country with plenty of fertile land suitable for growing a wide range of agricultural products. As a result of the constant high demand for food, Eritrea has one of the highest currency values in Africa, resulting in the country's economy growing at a rapid pace. 7. South African rand. Exchange rate: $1 equals 15.27 rand. The rand is currently one of Africa's strongest currencies, owing largely to the country's recent economic growth. South Africa's GDP is growing at a 4.6% annual rate, which is adequate to support this. South Africa has one of the strongest economies in Africa, according to the World Bank, with a gross domestic product of $351.4 billion and a GDP per capita of 1.4. Mining, tourism, and financial services are among the industries that rely on the economy. Namibia, Lesotho, Botswana, and Malawi are among the Southern Hemisphere countries with currencies pegged to the rand. 6. Seychelles rupee. Exchange rate: $1 equals 12.92 Seychelles rupee. The Seychelles is an Indian Ocean country with one of Africa's most valuable currencies, the Seychelles rupee. The country's strict monetary policy is the primary reason for the currency's strong performance in recent years. The country is also a popular tourist destination, which brings in a significant amount of foreign exchange, which contributes to its currency's status as one of the strongest in Africa. As a result of its primary role as an importer and exporter of goods, the country's economy is primarily driven by the import-export sector, making it a relatively stable currency on the African continent. 5. Botswana Pula. Exchange rate: $1 equals 11.32 Pula. The Pula is Africa's fifth most valuable currency. Botswana's currency, known as the Pula, is pegged to the South African rand. Botswana is a democratic country in southern Africa with a strong economy and a stable democracy. The Pula has been associated with Botswana since the country's independence from Britain in 1966, more than 45 years. 4. Moroccan dirham. Current exchange rate: $1 equals 8.99 dirham. The Moroccan dirham is considered an ancient currency in Africa because it has been in existence for more than a century. It is the official currency of Morocco as well as its Western Saharan neighbors, where it is known as the dirham. When it comes to doing business with the European Union, Morocco benefits from its proximity to Europe. According to the World Bank, the country's economy is one of the fastest growing in Africa. This expansion is reflected in its currency, which is ranked among the top 10 highest in Africa. 3. Ghanaian cedi. Exchange rate: $1 equals 6.16 Ghana cedi. Since the cedi was replaced by the Ghanaian Central Bank in 2007, the currency has grown in strength and value. Despite the fact that Ghana, along with Tunisia, Morocco, and South Africa, was affected by the 2008 foreign exchange crisis, its currency did not suffer as severely as the currencies of the other countries. The cedi is sub-Saharan Africa's most powerful currency, and it is the official currency of both the Republic of Ghana and the northern region of Togo. The cedi is linked to the US dollar, making it one of Africa's most powerful currencies. 2. Libyan dinar. Current exchange rate: $1 equals 4.58 Libyan dinar. The Libyan dinar ranks second on our list of Africa's most valuable currencies. The National Bank of Libya issues this currency, which is denoted by the ISO code LYD. It is ranked second on our list because 1 LYD equals 0.22 USD, implying that $1 equals 4.58 LYD. Because of Libya's central bank's strict monetary policy, the Libyan dinar has long been one of the most valuable currencies in Africa. Even during the period of political unrest that swept the country in 2011, as a result of internal problems, the Libyan dinar has always been a very stable currency. Even in today's world, the Libyan dinar remains one of the most valuable currencies in Africa. 1. Tunisian dinar, the strongest currency in Africa. Exchange rate: $1 equals 2.88 Tunisian dinar. The Tunisian dinar is our first mention on the list of the most valuable currencies in Africa. Because of the country's efficient import and export policies, as well as its geographical location, the Tunisian dinar is a strong African currency. When the country's economy suffers as a result of sound fiscal and monetary policy, the people are not harmed. The currency is designated by the ISO code TND, and 1 TND is equal to 0.36 US dollar, resulting in $1 equaling 2.88 TND as of April 2022. The economies of the countries mentioned in this video, with the most valuable income, have for the past decades been fast-growing and strongest in Africa, but for that of Libya that was plagued by the Libyan crisis. These nations are also amongst the most developed in Africa. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to Africa Reloaded to get more exciting content.